The moment 6-year-old Alara Whitmore leaped from her wheelchair and sprinted across the polished hospital lobby, time seemed to stop. Doctors froze in disbelief. Nurses dropped their clipboards. Wealthy business executives waiting nearby stared with mouths wide open. Her mother, billionaire entrepreneur Vivian Ashcroft, felt the world collapse beneath her feet. For 3 painful years, every specialist had declared Alara would never walk again after a devastating spinal injury. Yet now, before everyone's eyes, the little girl was running with tears of joy streaming down her cheeks, not toward her mother, but toward a rugged stranger kneeling quietly near the entrance. No one knew who he was. No one understood why Alara smiled at him, as if she had known him forever. What no one realized was that this ordinary-looking single father carried a secret past that would change every life inside that hospital forever. Before we continue, if you believe kindness, second chances, and miracles still exist in this world, please like this video, comment below, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to In Life Stories. Also, tell us in the comments where you're watching from. Your support inspires us to keep sharing unforgettable stories like this one. Vivian Ashcroft had spent her entire life proving that impossible goals could become reality. She had built one of the largest technology companies in America before turning 40. Earning billions through relentless determination and fearless decisions. People admired her success, envied her wealth, and respected her intelligence. Yet behind the glamorous magazine covers and luxurious lifestyle lived a woman whose greatest achievement had never been measured in money. Her daughter Alara had always been the center of her universe. Every business meeting, every private jet, every luxury mansion meant nothing compared to hearing her daughter's laughter echo through their home. Everything changed on one rainy autumn evening. A devastating highway accident stole more than their sense of security. Although Vivian survived with only minor injuries, Alara suffered severe spinal trauma that left her unable to move her legs. The doctors delivered heartbreaking news with sympathetic expressions, explaining that the damage appeared permanent. Months turned into years filled with rehabilitation centers, experimental treatments, and endless consultations with world-renowned specialists. Vivian spent fortunes searching for hope, traveling across continents to meet experts promising new possibilities. Every failed treatment chipped away another piece of her confidence. Eventually, even the strongest woman in every boardroom found herself crying silently beside her daughter's bed every night. Despite the pain, Alara remained unusually cheerful. She smiled at nurses, comforted other sick children, and somehow found reasons to laugh even when adults around her struggled to hide their sadness. She often spoke about dreams where she could run freely through fields of wildflowers. Vivian listened with a broken heart, wishing she could purchase even one of those dreams with all the wealth she possessed. That extraordinary morning at Riverside Hospital had been scheduled as just another consultation with another specialist. Vivian expected another polite apology wrapped in medical terminology. Instead, Destiny quietly walked through the front door wearing faded jeans, carrying a small backpack, and holding the hand of his young son. His name was Rowan Mercer, a widowed construction worker raising 8-year-old Milo alone after losing his wife to cancer. To everyone else, Rowan appeared completely ordinary. His calm posture, humble clothing, and gentle smile revealed nothing about the dangerous missions he had survived years earlier as one of the Navy's most decorated SEAL operators. After leaving military service, he buried his past, choosing a quiet life focused entirely on his son. As Rowan waited for Milo's physical therapy appointment, Alara noticed him from across the lobby. Without warning, something inside her changed. Her eyes widened with excitement, and before anyone could react, she stood. At first, everyone assumed she would fall. Instead, she took one shaky step, then another, and suddenly began running with surprising confidence. Her wheelchair rolled backward as astonished voices filled the room. She rushed directly into Rowan's open arms, laughing with pure happiness while tears rolled down Vivian's face. Doctors hurried forward, unable to explain what they had just witnessed. Medical examinations later revealed something extraordinary. Alara's spinal function had been slowly returning over recent months, but fear and emotional trauma had unknowingly prevented her brain from trusting her body again. Seeing Rowan's calm, protective presence somehow shattered that invisible barrier. His comforting expression reminded her subconscious of the brave firefighter who had rescued her from the wreckage years earlier, allowing her body to do what it had secretly been capable of all along. Vivian insisted on thanking Rowan personally. During their conversation, she discovered his remarkable humility. He never mentioned his military career until a hospital administrator recognized an old metal tattoo hidden beneath his sleeve. Only then did everyone learn that Rowan had risked his life countless times rescuing civilians during overseas missions, earning honors he rarely discussed. Fame had never interested him. Protecting others had simply become part of who he was. As weeks passed, Alara's recovery accelerated beyond every medical prediction. Daily therapy sessions transformed into joyful walks, then short runs through nearby parks. Rowan and Milo often joined them, forming an unexpected friendship that slowly healed emotional wounds on both families. Milo finally experienced the warmth of having a caring mother figure nearby, while Alara discovered the confidence she had nearly lost forever. Vivian also found herself changing. The billionaire who once believed every problem could be solved with money began understanding that the greatest miracles often arrive through compassion rather than wealth. Curious about Rowan's life, Vivian quietly visited the modest neighborhood where he lived. She was stunned to see the man who had unknowingly changed her daughter's future, spending weekends repairing homes for elderly neighbors free of charge. He volunteered at community centers, mentored troubled teenagers, and anonymously paid medical bills for struggling families whenever he could afford it. His acts of kindness were never announced online or celebrated by the media. They simply reflected the values he had carried home from military service, believing true strength meant lifting others without expecting recognition. Deeply moved, Vivian decided to honor his example rather than simply reward him. Instead of offering Rowan money, which she knew he would refuse, she established the Mercer Hope Foundation, funding rehabilitation programs for children with life-changing injuries and support services for military veterans adjusting to civilian life. Rowan reluctantly agreed to help guide the foundation, ensuring